For those of you at home who may have missed the last segment, and Nick and Bing explain Mac, this actual segment we're dealing with a question from Venus. And her question is...
Speaking of planets, Pluto's not a planet anymore. You know that?
Did I say planet?
You said Venus.
This question comes from Venus.
And Pluto's not a planet.
He's a lovable cartoon dog.
That's true.
Yeah, thank you. iWork. The question coming from Venus is, Nick, what is iWork? In their native tongue, it was something like this. iWork. And iWork is actually a software bundle comprised of just a few programs. Bingham, would you like to name one?
iTunes.
No. iTunes is in iLife. Silly Bingham. iWork is comprised of Pages, Keynote, and what's the last one?
Clearly he doesn't.
Internet.
Hold on.
Whoa.
See? Yeah, Pages and Keynote.
Yay. High five.
Yeah, I rule. Now Pages is
What does iRule consist of?
iRule consists of
Me and Nick. iRule consists of me and Nick.
It's not we rule. Where did all this French come from? We.
Yes.
Yeah, so Pages is an easy, family-friendly version of, let's say, Adobe Illustrator. And Keynote is Apple's superior version of what Microsoft calls PowerPoint. So those two programs combined make up iWork. Venus, our alien friend. Does that work? Let me show you some things you can do with Pages. Uh-oh, gossip. I'm going to go into my bonded records folder. That's where everything between the trees lives. From there, I'm going to go to a folder called OneSheet. Now, OneSheet is like a business card for bands. Instead of having a business card, you send ahead of yourself a OneSheet. Typically, it's 8.5 by 11 standard page size, and includes all kinds of information, including UPC barcodes for an album and suggested retail price. Told you it was French. This is Pages. Actually, this is what you can make with Pages. That's the final version. That's a OneSheet. Now, the actual interface of Pages doesn't look much different. It's template driven, or you can go outside the template. Me personally, I built this from scratch. You can insert images, send things to the back.
Did you say scratch?
Or to forward, to the front. What about Scratch? Do you guys have a nickname for me?
No, it
Yeah,
sounded
my
like you
back,
said
like
scratch. Scratch instead of scratch.
I said Scratch. What do you think I said?
Scratch?
Stratch?
Scratch.
Scratch? No, stash. Scratch. Stash. Scratch. Scratch. Stash. I grew this stash from scratch. Does that make sense? Thank you.
Scratch.
This is gonna end up on YouTube.
You just said scratch.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Scratch?
You said scratch.
I'm confused.
No, scratch is the combination of rash and scratch. So you scratch, you rash.
You said.
We're having cameraman difficulties back there. She almost dropped.
Cameraman AD.
Cameraman is a generic term to describe both man and woman.
Like male man.
Man isn't always masculine. Sometimes it's generic.
What kind of a statement is that? Man is not always masculine.
Take Bingham for example. Right, Bingham?
Right.
All right. that concludes today's episode.
It's not gonna end.